Yo, what's up, guys? Fears, fears. Let me make sure my mic's on. My mic is on. What's going on, guys? Day 3 of the Missouri trip. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you guys are all doing great. I hope you guys are all doing bloody fantastic. Oh, do I have tons of stuff to tell you guys. I got a Zoom Vision shirt on. Brains. Freaking Tar Man going nuts, going ballistic. If you guys want this Brains Tar Man shirt, go to www.exhumvisions.com. You guys have got to check out this shirt. I mean, look how badass this shirt is. Pretty awesome shirt. Go buy it at www.exhumvisions.com. Why wouldn't you buy this shirt? The shirt is bloody fantastic. All right, let's open up the chat and let's get things moseying. Cannot wait to talk to the chat. It's day 3. And I had so much fun today. Anyway, here we go. All right, here we go. There we are. Let me switch it from top chat to live chat. There we are. Okay. Now we're rocking. Now we're rolling. Thank you guys so much for the like. We got 2 likes so far. I really appreciate that. There we are. 2 likes. Appreciate that. And let me just switch something. Here we are. There we go. And we got 1 person watching so far. I don't know if we'll get a lot of people, guys, because it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning here. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. But anyway, we're going to continue on with the show. Now we've got 3 people watching. Awesome. Thank you so much. Again, I don't know how many people's going to show up, but for the people that do show up, tell me who's watching in the chat. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Day 3. And boy, oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about. By the way, like I said, I'm wearing my Exhum Vision shirt, the Brains shirt. If you guys want this merch, www.exhumvisions.com. So anyway, guys, started the day with a bang. Got up, had my mom's, we made toast and eggs. My mom makes the most amazing toast because she buys this like British bread from this British bakery that's like in downtown St. Louis. So she bought some because she knew I was coming, and she puts marmalade on it, and like marmalade's like a British type of jam. It's basically like crushed up berries, and it's almost the same as like strawberry jam, but they call it marmalade. So it's like honey and like strawberry, like kind of stuff like mixed together. So she puts butter on it and like marmalade. It is so good. And then we made some eggs. So we started off with like a bang, right? So after we did that, I finally got to go visit my dad. I'll admit, guys, it was very emotional, um, but it was something I had to do. But I got all the stuff that I needed for my tribute video. So I went after breakfast. My mom and I pretty much got everything in one go. So I don't know if I'll go and visit my dad again because my mom was like, "Oh, if you're gonna make a tribute, John," she goes, "Go ahead and film all that stuff first, and I'll stay out of your way." And I went, "Okay, cool, mom," because my mom didn't want to be on camera. I understand why, because she gets emotional when she go visits my dad. So I filmed all the grounds first, and then I filmed myself talking to my dad, and then I filmed after breakfast. We went to go visit my dad, and I pretty much got everything done that I needed to film for my dad's tribute video in 1 day. So my mom was like, "Oh, well, you don't have to come a second day, John, if you don't want to." She goes, "If you need a private moment with your dad," she goes, "I can wait in the car." And I said, "Would you, mom?" I said, because I said, "I want you to have an opportunity to talk to dad." And so me and my mom put some flowers on my dad's grave. What's up, Visions? Visions, I got the shirt on. What up, buddy? What up, Visions? What up, Larry Tate? He says hello, Fears. What up, Larry? What up, Lord Visions? Visions, I was macking on your shirt, buddy. I was telling everybody I'm wearing some Brain shirt. If you guys want this wonderful merchandise, I think the better question is, why wouldn't you buy this shirt? This shirt is on Vision's website right now. www.exhumvisions.com. Check it out. Go buy this shirt right now. So anyway, visions, Larry, I was telling everybody, basically I was telling everybody I got everything done and shot in one day for my dad's tribute video. So we get there and my mom was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were going to make a tribute video." And I was like, "I thought I told you I was going to make a tribute video for dad." And my mom's like, "Oh, it must have slipped my mind." And she goes, "Well, if you're doing a tribute video, John," she goes, "I'll let you film all that stuff first." I said, "Oh, would you, Mom?" I said, "That would be great," because she didn't want to be in it, you know. And so she's like, "Let me." She goes, "Can I wait in the car for like 10 minutes?" I said, "Yeah." So I said, "Mom." So my mom, I said, "Mom, I'll do it super quick, so you don't have to wait in the car for like 10 minutes." So I got everything shot that I needed. I shot us entering the graveyard. I took a shot of like where my dad's buried. I took a shot of like my dad's tombstone. Then I shot a personal message that I said to my dad for the video, so you guys will see it in the tribute video. And then I did a zoom up of like my dad being a sergeant, and then we put a bunch of flowers. And since 4th of July is tomorrow, the cemetery put a flag on every soldier's tombstone, which is really nice. So I got everything I shot, I needed to shoot in one day. And then my mom came out. My mom said some words to my dad. I said some words to my dad in front of my mom. And we told my dad that like we love him and like miss him because I really do. I miss my dad like fucking like crazy. And then I said, "Hey mom," I said, "Can I have like 3 or 4 more minutes with dad off camera?" And so I said a little so I said something to my dad on camera so you guys could listen to it in the vlog and in the tribute video. And then I said something really personal to him off camera that you guys don't need to hear about. So yeah. But what I said on camera was like, "Hey, Dan, I'm trying to," I said, I made you, I said, "I know I made you proud, but I'm trying to make you even more proud." I said, "I'm trying to find a lady." I said, "I'm kicking ass and taking names at my job." And I said, "I'm taking care of mom." I said, "I call her twice a week." I said, "Grandma Fears is doing all right," which, by the way, yesterday I got to visit Grandma Fears. She's doing good. She's doing a lot better. And she said she feels better, and she went to the doctors, and they said besides the oxygen tubes like up her nose, because sometimes she has trouble breathing on her own, they said actually they said your grandma's doing a lot better. And I was like, that's good. And she's about to turn 90. She's 89 years old right now, and they said for her age she's doing fantastic. And they said if she keeps progressing this good, then eventually we're going to take away the tubes out of her nose and she can breathe normally by herself. And I was like, oh, I'm like, that sounds fucking fantastic. So we had a good day yesterday. So, but today, like I said, I got up, had my mom's world famous toast. And I know you're saying like toast is just toast, not British toast. My mom goes to this bakery in St. Louis. It's a British bakery in St. Louis. She buys this British bread that's only made in England, and I guess they ship it over here to this bakery. And all the British people work at this bakery in downtown St. Louis. Then I don't know if you guys know what marmalade is. It's kind of like a jam. It's like crushed up berries and honey. So it's kind of like a mixture of like honey crushed up like strawberries and crushed up blueberries, and they kind of mold it into like a paste. It's like really good though. And they call it marmalade. And it's got like a honey kind of sweet to it. So it's like honey, it's like honey, sugar, crushed up strawberries and crushed up blueberries, and they mold it into this paste, and it's called marmalade, whatever that is. It's like that mixture, and then they put it on toast with butter. It is, oh my god, it's freaking phenomenal. So I had that this morning. My mom cooked some eggs. I haven't had her famous pancakes yet, so that's coming later on in the week. And then went and saw my dad, and then visions. Right after that, I came home because it was hot outside today. So by the time we got done, like, because we hung out with my dad for like 2 hours, so by the end of it, we were dripping with sweat because today it was like 92 degrees. But my dad's worth it. Came home, took a shower. Visions. That's when I sent you that message. Hey, I'm on my way to V Stock right now to find some gems. And oh, did I find some gems? Now I'll be honest, Visions. I didn't find everything on the list. I brought the list. I said, "Do you have this? Do you have this? Do you have this? Do you have this?" And I'll be honest, Visions, Pixel, one tier, one tier. I gave the guy the list, and he goes, "I'm gonna be honest with you, Fears." He goes, "I remember you from last year vlogging away," and he goes, "I watch your pod." He goes, "I watch your podcast." I said, "Oh, did you subscribe?" So not the owner, the manager of V Stock Visions subscribed to my channel. He goes, "So Fears, I already knew you were coming." He goes, "And I watched the vlog where you were typing up the fucking list." I said, "No way." He goes, "Oh yeah, Fears." He goes, "Oh yeah, I subscribed. I saw your vlog last year." He goes, "I'm gonna be dead straight honest with you." He goes, "We only have a couple left on your list." He goes, "All the rest of it we don't have." So Visions, they only had like 3 or 4. Remember how I had like 20 videos, like 20 movies like on the list? Unfortunately, Visions, they only had like 3 or 4, and I got as many as I could off the list. So, but I found a whole bunch of other gems today that's not even on the list that you're gonna love, Visions. So let me know if you've seen any of these or own any of these, buddy, in your collection. Let me know. So let me catch up with the chat real quick before I show you the gems. All right. So Larry says, "Sounds like it will be the most important video you've ever worked on." It's going to be one of the most important videos I've ever worked on, Larry. I got everything done, shot for my dad's tribute video today, and I'm going to add a couple of scenes from that in the normal vlog. In the normal vlog. So you guys are going to see it in 2 places. You guys are going to see it in the Missouri vlog, and then you guys are going to see it in my dad's tribute video. Thank you guys for liking the stream 4 times. Uh, let's see. Triple says, "Fears, who do you think has the best chance to take down Joey Chestnut later today?" I'm hyped. I don't even know who Joey Chestnut is. Yo Fears. Oh, what's up, Rebecca? Peace. What's up? Rebecca, check it out. I got the limited edition. I don't know if it's limited. Is it limited edition Visions? I don't know. Or you know what? I lied. I don't. I'm sorry. Well, I didn't lie. I didn't know. I don't think it's limited edition. At least to Fears. And Fears is mine. This shirt is limited edition. I don't think it's really limited edition. But if you guys want this amazing Tarman shirt, brains, fucking brains, Tarmans. Look at this fucking guy's face. Look at him. All right, Visions. Here's my recreation of your shirt. He has his hands like this, and then he's like kind of looking off like to the right, and he's doing this with like his face. He's got his fucking hands like this, looking off to the right, and like off into the distance and shit, and then he's all like, doing one of those. How great would it be if somebody took a screenshot of that, right, Visions? You take a screenshot of that, and you fucking mold Fears into the fucking Tar Man and put it on this exact shirt. Like, have the same fucking brain shirt, but then have Fears, like his face, and just put like fucking like black goo all over my face and shit, and like fucking make Fears into the Tar Man. Like all that shit, that would be one. That the only way to out top this shirt is to do that, because this shirt is pretty much untoppable already. Visions did a fan fucking tastic job on this shirt, but I was thinking about it today. I was like, how could you fucking out top this shirt, Visions? And I was like, I don't know if you could out top this fucking shirt. I said the only way you could out top it is make Fears or make like fucking Randy like into the Tar Man, or like say a camp into the fucking Tar Man, or me, or like Carrie or somebody from Hilarious, like from the Community, and have their hands like this, just like the fucking Tar Man, because he's got his hands out like this, and then he's just like looking off into the fucking distance and shit, like all one of those. Somebody needs to make that into a meme it up, put it on the Discord, in LC's Discord, because I'm not in the Fears Man Discord anymore, because one, it wasn't my Discord to begin with. Plus, there was so many toxic people in that fucking Discord, and Quentin and Mercenary Man and all those other idiots were driving me nuts. And I was like, Fears, why are you putting yourself through all this bullshit? All they're doing is using you as a punching bag. I'm like, I'm gonna be the more mature one and leave that Discord. So I left that Discord. So I want nothing to do with it, because it wasn't even my Discord to begin with. Quentin used my name without my permission. Like, you guys will know when I make an official Discord. If I ever do, I'll let you guys know. Hey, this is my official Discord. So that's like the made up Fears Man Discord that Quentin thinks it's the real one, only in his little mind. So yeah. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about today, and I called Randy and told him about the idea, Visions, and even Randy thought that was great. He goes, Fears, I don't know about me being the Tar Man. He goes, but it would be hilarious if you were the Tar Man or Carrie or like Sam. I said, Randy, you wouldn't want to be the Tar Man? He goes, no, Fears. He goes, because I only like a couple of zombie movies. He goes, you're more into zombie. He goes, wouldn't you want to be the Tar Man? I said, oh, I said, dude, I said, if Visions made me into the Tar Man, put me on this shirt with fucking brains and all that shit, I said, oh my god, that would be fan fucking tastic. And I said, Randy, don't you think that's I said, he goes, well, first of all, Fears, that's hard. That shirt is hard to top. I said, it is hard to top. I said, because Visions did such a great job on this shirt. But Randy's like, if you wanted to out top it, that's probably the only way you could do it. And I was like, oh, I totally agree, Randall. Because I love this shirt, Visions. It's one of my favorite shirts that you've ever made. I mean, I love your other shirts, but this is one of my favorites. The next one I want to buy, I don't know if about the next one, but sometime down the road, I'm buying these next two shirts. I'm buying the Daddy Would You Like Some Sausage shirt. I love Freddy Got Fingered off your website. And I'm getting that fucking I Love, what is it? I Love Transylvania. Those are the next two shirts I'm getting. Uh, Larry Tate says English toast rocks. Oh, it does, buddy. I've had English toast in England, and I've had English toast that my mom made here. Vision says, nice. Looking forward to the haul. Again, Visions, I'm glad you're looking forward to it. But literally, the guy, I thought it was so cool. The guy, the manager, said, Fears, I've seen you vlogging in here. He goes, you were vlogging in here 2 years ago. He goes, and I followed a buddy that goes to the Toy Man Toy Show. He goes, and you popped up on the Toy Man Toy Show. And he goes, I just put two and two together. And I was like, really? He goes, yeah. So he goes, I kind of remember you as a vlogger 2 years ago. Because I went to V Stock after a couple, like 3 weeks after my dad's funeral, but I didn't film it. I just went there and bought some gems because I didn't think it would be appropriate to vlog after all that crap. But he said the last time you filmed Fears was back in 2001 when you were here. And then he goes, then when I saw you vlogging today, I put two and two together, and that's why I came up to you. So I said, you actually subscribed? And he went, oh yeah, I subscribed. So one of the managers at V Stock Visions subscribed. And he goes, Fears, I saw your fucking stream where you guys were typing away and making Scout's honor, I shit you not, this happened. I didn't get the conversation on camera because he's kind of shy. He was like, I don't want to be on camera, Fears. He goes, but you can vlog and go nuts and film away in V Stock. So I did. And I filmed like all the gems, and you guys will see the whole thing like when the vlog comes out. And he goes, yeah, Fears, I don't want to be on camera. He goes, but I knew you were coming here with the list. He goes, because you've been talking about it nonstop. And I said, well, do you have any on the list? And so he looks at it and he goes, I hate to burst your bubble, Fears. He goes, I know for a fact. He goes, we don't have this, we don't have this, we don't have this. He goes, we have this, we have this, we have this. He only had like four things on the list. So he goes, but save that list, Fears, and every time you get one, just cross one off. He goes, because he goes, check the website when you get home. So I'm going to check the VStock website. He goes, check other websites too. He goes, I guarantee you can find it on Amazon. I said, my buddy Visions and my buddy Pixel said, hey, Fears, if you don't care what store you get it from, which I don't, he goes, go on fucking Amazon. He goes, you'll find that, because he opened up the sheet Visions. He was like, oh, you'll find that on eBay, Fears. You'll find that on fucking Amazon. I said, okay, sweet. Because I told the guy just what I told you, Visions. I said, I don't care where I find these movies. As long as Fears gets the ones that I want off the list, I don't care where I buy them. You know? Larry says, your chest and arms look bigger. Well, I have been working out, so I've been trying to get the pounds off. Larry Tate said, should I leave that Discord, Fears? I would, Larry. It's nothing but toxic. So, yeah. Rebecca says, that's awesome, Fears. Well, thanks, Rebecca. I appreciate that. So, yeah, the most dominant athlete of all time, he's looking to break his own weather of 76 hot dogs eaten in 10 minutes. Oh, my Lord. Well, you know what, Triple? Tell him to go for it. Tell him to go for it. 76 hot dogs. You know what? Not Visions. Triple. Tell him to go the distance. Instead of 76, tell him to go straight for an even number. Tell him to do like 80. 80, 80 hot dogs in 10 minutes. Now, that would be something. Oh, yeah. He'll do it. Yeah, he might be past his prime. Apparently, there's a young Japanese guy named Lorenzo or something that could challenge him, but I think it's just all hype. Well, I think what you need to do is you need to get that guy to eat 80 hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's see what else happened. So so we got up. So before I tell you guys the haul, get ready, Visions, because Visions, I went to not just one store today. I went to two stores. I went to Slackers today, and I went to V Stock. So I was like double dipping on the gems, buddy. So I get up, do the marmalade and toast, eggs, go visit my dad. We were with my dad for like 2.5 hours, which was a lot of fun. I got to like film all the things for the tribute video because that was one of the most important missions of the trip. I was like, I got to get this. I'm gonna film the grounds. I'm gonna zoom up on my dad's tombstone because I want my dad. If it's a tribute video for my dad, well, obviously he has to have a cameo in the vlog, you know. So I was like, I'll get his cameo for the Missouri vlog. I said, and then I'll get another cameo of him for the tribute video, and I'm gonna put his little statue with all of his information at the end of the tribute video with like some soothing music, and it'll probably be military music. I'm probably gonna find he had Amazing Grace playing, you know, on the bagpipes. That was the last song they played before they put my dad down in the hole. So I'll probably end the tribute video with that. So got that done. Went to V Stock first, completely, pretty much almost bought out the whole place. Visions. Had some lunch, got some good Panda Express. Oh yeah, buddy. Now we're talking. Then took a break, got something to eat at Panda, right to Slacker, spent an hour in there, found 3 or 4 gems. I will be honest though, I found more gems at V Stock because they sell more movies there. Slackers, they sell mostly statues, nerdy stuff, Funko Pops, posters, a lot of posters, a shit ton of music. Visions, you would love Slackers because I know you love music. I mean, there is rows and rows and rows of music. There's a shit ton of music. Old records, old beta tapes. Because I know you love beta tapes, Visions, and VHS and all that old shit. What the hell was that old? Those tracks, those things that you inserted. A tracks. They've got A tracks. They've got laser discs. They got what the hell's the other one? What was before 8-track? Oh, beta. They had beta tapes, 8 tracks, VHS, laser disc that only last. Laser disc I kid you not, only lasted a half a fucking second. It went beta, VHS, laser disc, then DVD, then Blu-ray, and then 4K. So there it is. And I kid you not, I shit you not, Laserdisc only lasted like what, Visions, 2, 3 years. My dad That's why my dad didn't invest in it. He would always borrow his laser disc from his buddy, and he would watch laser discs because his buddy's like, "Oh yeah, like man, I invested in this. It's gonna take over, man." It only took over for like 3 years. So my dad's friend feels like an idiot now. He's like, "Yeah, that only lasted like half a fucking second, 3 years, 4 years." Because as soon as DVD came out, laser disc was out of there. So yeah, so they had old laser discs there. I mean, they've got everything there, but they have like a little section of like Blu-ray movies. It's like one shelf. It's like from here to like there. That's about it. That's about it. So I found some gems there. So I found most of the gems at V-Stock. But I'm telling you, if you guys are ever in the St. Louis area, go to V-Stock first and then head on over to Slackers because Slackers has got more old stuff. I'm telling you, Visions, it would be like heaven for you there. They've got rows and rows, beta fucking tapes everywhere, the little section of movie, music fucking galore, buddy. Music everywhere. A tracks, beta tapes, VHS, Blu-rays, 4K. Uh, uh, oh, shit, they got everything. It's insane. They've got everything. The only person I knew with a Laserdisc player was my 8th grade science teacher. There you go, buddy. So my dad didn't even invest in it, Visions. Our neighbor invested in Laserdisc, and again, it only lasted like half a fucking second. It probably lasted like two years, 3 years tops, and that's about it. Pixel, you got here just in time because I went to V Stock, and there's good news, Pixel, and there's bad news. The good news is I found tons of old classic gems, buddy. Some were on the list and some were not. The guy, Pixel, he doesn't own VStock. The guy that runs VStock, the manager, he remembered me, Pixel. He went, "Oh yeah, Fears, I remember you vlogging in 2021." He goes, and then when I saw you vlogging today, he goes, "I subscribed to you like 3 or 4 months ago." He goes, "So I already knew you were gonna come here with like the list that you and Pixel typed up. Pixel, I swear on my life, he said your name." He said your name, Pixel. He goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, "You and your friend Pixel. I saw that stream." He goes, "I just didn't comment, Fears. You were typing up your little movie hall list." And I said, "You saw that?" He goes, "Fears, I've been subscribed to you for 4 months now." He goes, "Because I remembered you vlogging back in 2021. Then when I saw you today, I think he really subscribed today." Because I'm like, how would he remember me from 2021? Because he said he remembered me from 2021 vlogging, and then he said when he saw me walking around the store vlogging and picking up the gems, I think he subscribed to Dave Pixel because when he came up to me, he goes, "I know you, I know you." Scout's honor. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. So I don't know which manager, but one of the managers at VStock said, "Oh, I saw you guys writing up your list." So he could have very well, unless he has like a really good photographic memory. I mean, that's a long time ago to like remember somebody vlogging. But he told me today, Visions. He says, "Well, we don't have too many vloggers coming in and vlogging in Missouri, and certainly vlogging in VStock." And I looked at him and said, I made a joke and I said, "You sure you didn't subscribe to me today, buddy? Like when I was in the store?" He went, "Fears, I subscribed to you like 4 months ago." He goes, "I just never." He goes, "I'm always silent." He goes, "But I've been watching your vlogs and streams for like 3 or 4 months now." And I was like, "Okay." I'm like, "That's cool." I'm like, "You can comment if you want to." I'm like, "You don't have to comment." I said, "I have a lot of followers that just watch in the shadows, you know?" And he's like, "Fears?" He goes, "I don't watch every single stream. I don't watch every single vlog." He goes, "But I saw the vlog where Visions, he couldn't remember your name, but he was like, I remember you and your friend Pixel like writing up the freaking and typing up the list." And he goes, "I'll be honest, Fears." He goes, "Let me see that list." I gave him the list, and he goes, "Well, I got some good news and I got some bad news, Fears." And I said, "What's up?" He goes, "Well, the good news is," he goes, "there's a lot more epic gems that here that's not even on this list that I'll show you." And I went, "Okay." He goes, "The bad news is," he goes, "on your list, there's only like 3 or 4 that I know for a fact that we have." He goes, "The rest on the list, Pixel, they didn't have, I kid you not, Visions. They didn't have Surf Nazis Must Die. They didn't have Surf 2. They didn't have the New York Ninja Pixel. They didn't have any." He goes, "Oh," he goes, "I've heard of that one. But you know what they did have that I couldn't pick up? That one that you guys showed me, Pixel and Visions. Remember that crazy one where they meet the tribe? What's that one called, Pixel? They meet the tribe and there's just blood just everywhere. It's like something Holocaust or whatever the hell it is. That what the hell is that one?" I picked it up and I was like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "Should I get it?" I'm like, "This is the one, Pixel." And I was like, "No." I said, "I barely could get through the trailer." I said, "I'm not getting this." Because in the trailer, there was buckets of blood. I could barely get through the trailer. Do you guys remember that one I'm talking about? They meet that tribe and something terrible. It's like a 70s film crew or something, and it goes terribly wrong. Yes, that's what it is, Pixel. Cannibal Holocaust. That was there. And my friend's like, "Oh, Fears, if you can't take much blood, don't get it." And I told the manager, I said, "Buddy," I said, "my one of my YouTube fans slash my buddy Pixel, because we're both friends too, Pixel." He said, "Watch this trailer, Fears." And then he kind of laughed, said, "Hey, Fears, did you enjoy the trailer?" I said, "No." I said, "I barely could get through it." He goes, "Fears, that's one of the most controversial films ever." He goes, "There's people eating brains, like some guy rips some guy's heart out, some guy sticks a pole through like some guy's stomach and the pole goes like up through his mouth." And I'm like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "I didn't see that in the trailer." And he goes, "Oh yeah, Fears." He goes, "He sticks a pole up this guy's anus. It goes all the way through his stomach, up through his esophagus, and the pole like comes out of his mouth." And I'm like, "Holy shit." So I was like, "Yeah, I don't want to see that." So this guy remembered me, Pixel, and he said, "That's the only bad news, Fears." He goes, "I feel bad. There's not too many of the gems that you want on your list." He goes, "But," he goes, "I can show you a whole bunch of other gems that you should get." He goes, "I'll let you decide." But he did say that there was like at least 3 or 4 gems on the list, and I got as many of them as I could. So, but yeah, there was no way in hell I was getting that cannibal Holocaust shit. I don't know. Maybe one day, Pixel. My stomach has to get a lot more stronger if I'm gonna watch that whole movie. Oh man, that trailer was nuts. So I don't recommend that trailer to anyone if you don't have somewhat. I have somewhat of a strong stomach, but yeah, if you have zero weakness for blood, don't watch that. So yeah, you wouldn't like Terrifier 1 and 2. That's the one with the creepy clown, Pixel. I've seen bits of it. I've seen bits of it. He's got the tiny little like top hat on, and he's got like jagged teeth, and there's like usually like blood like in his teeth, and he's got like those gloves on where it's like ripped and you see his fingernails coming out, and he's got like a white and black costume. So I've seen bits of it, but I'm telling you, I guarantee you, Pixel, Terrifier is not as bloody as that Holocaust thing. That one, I looked on the back of the DVD, the Blu-ray cover, right? Right, Visions Pixels. It says the most controversial film ever shot on film, and they said people have thrown up after watching this movie. This is on the back of the Blu-ray cover. I mean, on the back of the Blu-ray, the back of the disc, and it said, like the description part. It said people have fainted after watching this film. I was like, screw that noise. And literally on the back cover, it had that picture of like the pole up the guy's anus. The pole goes through his stomach, up through his esophagus, and he's just hanging there like on the pole, and the pole is like coming out of his mouth. And I was like, yeah, I'm not getting this. There's no way. So yeah. Triple says, is Randy gonna make a cameo? Maybe when I get back, Triple, he'll make a cameo in this vlog. We'll see. Um, Larry says, is your mom sleeping? Yeah, she's kind of sleeping, so I have to tone it down a little bit. So, yeah. Well, last time when I got home, because I just got home like an hour or two ago, because I went bowling with the guys, so I got in at 11 and now it's 1. When I took a shower, and at 12 my mom was still watching a movie, so but she said she's going to bed soon. So she's probably already in bed, so I got to tone it down a little bit. So yeah. Yeah, those are super gory. Oh, are they? In the second one, he skins a woman from her scalp down. Oh my lord. Then pours salt in the wounds. Oh my god, that's nuts. Ew. Pours salt in the wounds? That's just gross. Rebecca says Pixel is an awesome guy. Oh, I agree, Rebecca. Pixel's an awesome guy. Vision's an awesome guy. I'm honored to be their I'm honored to be both of their friends. So yeah. They used to call a lady impaled anus at the strip club. Yeah, this guy had a pole up his ass, all the way through his ass, all the way through his stomach, and in the Holocaust one, had a pole like coming out of the guy's mouth. That's insane. That's just nuts. Anyway, let's get on with the gems. All right, here we go. So this bag is from Slackers. Ernest. Wait, did I read that right? No, Ernest is spelled Ernest. Pixel. I mean, Visions. Ernest. Ernest. Oh yeah. Ew, fucking Ernest. I can't do it as I can't do it as good as Ernest, but I'll the best one he does, Visions. I kid you not. Remember in that it's almost at the end of Ernest Goes to Camp, and they lift up that toilet and they launch that they catapult that toilet and they turn that toilet into a bomb. Well, he opens up the toilet lid and he opens up the fucking toilet lid, looks right into camera. He's like, ew. So that's my best version of Ernest. That's the best one he's ever done. He does a version of it in every single Ernest movie, but Ernest Goes to Camp is the best one that he's ever done that. And it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Could you imagine Mrs. Spears watching watching a Pixel and Visions movie? Oh man, If my mom tried to watch Cannibal Holocaust, my mom probably wouldn't make it through the first scene. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. I guarantee you, Larry. But my mom's not into like horror movies. Hell, I love horror movies, and Fears wouldn't watch that shit. If it's too gory, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. They're literally burning a woman's face off in Hostel. I don't want to see that. He's just like sitting there, like grinning his ass off. Like, yeah, I'm gonna blowtorch the fuck out of some lady's eyeball. Why the hell would I want to watch that? Why the hell do I want to watch a pole being shoved violently through some guy's anus, going up through his stomach, going through his esophagus, coming out of his mouth, and he's just like there, like dangling on a pole in Cannibal Holocaust? No way. Screw that noise. Yeah, LOL is right, Rebecca. That stuff's nuts. All right, time to get to the gems. Just talking about it makes me sick. Ugh. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, so these were from Slackers. So first gem. I've seen this movie before, but it's been like 12 plus years. I haven't seen it in a while, and I've never owned it until now. So, The Wiz, The Wiz. So, it's like it's like a 80s version of the classic Wizard of Oz, except with black people. There it is. So, I've seen it as a little kid, and it's really good. It's really good. But the most random person in it is creepy Michael Jackson. I'll give you an example. He made great music, but man, was he a creepy guy. So, great singer, great actor, but weird fucking dude. But I used to watch The Wiz as a kid because I love The Wizard of Oz, so I thought I would get this. And then me and my brother used to watch this movie all the time. I can't believe I found it on Blu ray. Let me know if you guys have ever seen this film. It's got Christopher Lloyd in it. I never thought in a million years they put this on Blu ray. Do you guys remember this one? Camp Nowhere. This is a classic 90s movie. So I couldn't believe that I found this on Blu ray, and I cannot wait because my mom doesn't, my mom only has a DVD player because she's not much of a movie watcher, so I can't watch it here. So I cannot wait to get back to my apartment and watch this and review it for you guys. So if you guys have ever seen this, let me know. Okay, so now I finally have Cloverfield. I had the second one, 10 Cloverfield Lane, which I watched it and it's really good with John Goodman. Now I've got the first one. I've got the first one. So yeah. So I I've never seen the first one, so I've watched them out of order. The 10 Cloverfield Lane with John Goodman, that was actually pretty good. But I've never seen this, so I got this one. This was at Slackers. Let's see. Oh, nice, Pixel. Nice. Christopher Lloyd is coming to that convention here. He is expensive as hell. Well, give me a ballpark range, Pixel. Like how much does he charge for like an autograph and like a photo? I'm just curious. And then this is a British film, but it's got Jack Black in it. But it's got a lot of British people in it. I always loved it because my mom made me watch it as a little kid, and it's one of my favorite. It's one of my mom's favorite movies, and now it's like one of my favorite movies because Jack Black is great in this. So I got The Holiday. That's one of my mom's favorite movies. It's got a lot of British actors and actresses in it. I think it's got like four or five British actors in it, something like that. And then I love Hitch with Will Smith. That's a good movie. That's a good movie. So yeah, that's not even funny, Larry. Larry says, "You know what, Fears? I used to watch that Wiz in Neverland Ranch as a kid." Well, I feel so sorry for you if you ever actually went and watched that movie in Neverland Ranch, because God knows what happened in Neverland Ranch with that crazy, weird fuck. Because I'm telling you, I'll give him credit where credit is due. Michael Jackson was a good actor and a good singer, but man, was he on his off time? He was a weird, fucking crazy, out of control dude. People say he did a lot of crazy stuff, and then people would say, "Oh, no, 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 he didn't do that." No one really knows if he actually did what they claimed. Like some people like claimed like he almost threw his body. I'm sorry, his his baby's body like off a balcony. Some people say like he slept like an oxygen chamber. Someone said like he had an underground tomb under like Neverland Ranch where he did like creepy stuff to himself. And he would film himself doing creepy stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to know. This guy's fucking nuts. I'm like, I like his music. I love Thriller. I love Beat It, but and I love the movies that he was in. But besides that, fuck all that creepy stuff. But no one really knows if he did it. Like, I kind of want to know, did he really do all that creepy shit, or was it just all rumors? We'll never know now because he's passed away. But good music, good actor, but creepy fucking weird dude. So Larry, if you actually ever went to Neverland Ranch, I fear for you, buddy. I fear for you. And you're my buddy, Larry, so I hope to God you didn't go there. I know you're joking around. Thank God you didn't go there. So there it is. Let's see. They called Larry impaled anus at the ranch. Oh shit, Visions. You actually went there. Oh shit, that's nuts. Oh my lord. 120. Wow. That's insane, Pixel. So 120 for anything normal, 140 for specialized item like a hoverboard and such. That is a lot, Pixel. Just for an autograph and a picture? Holy shit, that's a lot. Listen, I love me some Christopher Lloyd and Back to the Future and Michael J. Fox, but do I like him enough to get 140 signature? Is that for like a photo with him, Pixel, and a signature? Because if it is, whew, he is over. He is overpricing people and then some. That's nuts. That is insane. Let's see here. Larry said just went to the zoo and rode the rides. Oh my lord. All right, so anyway, to recap, these are the gems that I got at Slackers. So, The Wiz, I think this is the best one cuz I used to watch this with my brother as a kid. I could not believe that I found this. Have you as Pixel Visions, have you guys ever seen Camp Nowhere with Christopher Lloyd? It is a good movie. It's an old ass like 1992 movie, but I used to watch this as a kid like tons. I would always get it from Blockbuster. I could not believe that I found on Blu-ray. I was like, "Oh my god, I used to watch that as a kid." I'm like, "I'm going to get that movie." And then I was kind of curious about the first one. I was like, "You know what? I like 10 Cloverfield Lane. That's the sequel to this." And I was like, "You know what? I'll give Cloverfield a go." So I actually can't wait to watch this. And then I always liked these two. So yeah. Let's see. Triple said, "I'm definitely not getting him." Oh yeah, Pixel. Why would you? Listen, that's overpriced, Pixel. And I could see you getting a picture and an autograph with him if he was like 70 bucks, 80 bucks. But Pixel, don't even waste your time. Listen, I love Christopher Lloyd. He's a great actor, but there's no way in God's green earth I would pay $140. That's just too much. That's overpricing. He doesn't need that anyway. He's like a millionaire, a billionaire. He's done like so many movies. He started his film career like what in the 40s? You know what I'm saying? Because he's so old. He's like 89 or something. Those are cool movie spheres. Can't wait to see the other gems. My buddy is and he's watching with me. Oh, nice, buddy. Nice, nice. He will get it and have a crazy line. Supply and demand. Oh yeah. Oh, listen, Pixel. I know he'll have a crazy line because people are obsessed with like Back to the Future. I'm one of those people that is obsessed with Back to the Future. But I'll be honest, buddy. As much as I like the actor and as much as I love his movies, he was in Clue. He played Professor Plum in Clue, Christopher Lloyd. He was in Camp Nowhere. He was in Back to the Future. He did a couple episodes on Seinfeld. I mean, he's done it all. But would Fears pay $140? Absolutely not. Period. Yeah. Exactly, Larry. He says, "Yeah, Pixel." He goes, "They could change it to $200 and people would still pay." Oh yeah, like listen, if you're a diehard fan, you'll pretty much pay for pretty much anything. Like if you want to meet that guy, it doesn't matter if it was $500, $600 to get a picture or an autograph. People would pay that. I wouldn't, but there's people out there crazy enough to pay for it. So I wouldn't. I know Pixel and Visions wouldn't, but there's other fans out there that be like, "Oh yeah, 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 $100 is nothing. I'll do it." And I'm like, bullshit, $100 is not nothing. That's like 2 weeks worth of groceries for Fears, you know? Or even more. That's like, what, 3 weeks worth of groceries, you know? Because I like certain foods, so I'm kind of a picky eater. But $200, you can do a lot. You can get a lot of gas for 200. You can pay for a bunch of bills with $200. Like my water bill is like, well, depends on how much water I use. Usually my water bill is like 25.50, $25.50. Last month I used a lot more water. Like last month it was like 27.50, so that's not that bad. So that could pay for a lot of bills, a lot of groceries. But I'm telling you, Pixel, you know me. Fears likes to get stuff on the cheap, cheap, cheap. So if his prices were reasonable, like 70, $80 for like a photo, like normally what I do is I get the combo. Like whenever you go to like their booth, Pixel, I'll be like, hey, do you guys have any combos? And they're like, oh yeah, like we have a combo stuff. So if you want to get a photo and an autograph, the photo's like 60, and the autograph is 40, so it would be like 100. I'd be like, okay, that's fine. Or if it was like, oh, it's 40 for each, 40 for a photo and 40 for an autograph, which would make 80. I was like, okay, that's more reasonable. $80, that's more reasonable. I would do an autograph and a photo for like $80, but 140. Peace, deuce, I'm out of there. All right, time for the gems. Here we go. And I got a lot. All these gems. Oh, yeah. So, Pixel Visions, let's start things off with a bang, buddy. Booyah! Finally, Fears got it. Creep Show Part 1. Unfortunately, they didn't have Part 2. Visions Pixel, I hunted and hunted and hunted. They did not have Part 2. But they had Creep Show Part 1, and this is the collector's edition. It says the Master of Terror, um, George Marrero and Stephen King present Creep Show 1. And then check this out. It's got the Blu-ray in there, and then I don't know if you guys can see it. It comes with like a little booklet. You see that little booklet right there? The book on the back, it says over 90 minutes of bonus footage, and it says um, so look at all these bonus features. It says um, digitally 4K version, Blu-ray version, shot on the original camera negative, and uh, they basically like redesigned it, and like made it super crisp and super like clean. New audio commentary with actors and director. New terror commentary from Three Rivers, a roundtable discussion with members of the cast and crew of Creepshow, um, a new comic book look. I think that's so. It must that little booklet in there must be like a new little comic book or something. And then it says an interview with costumes designer from Creepshow, a look into the special makeup effects creator. I'm sorry. It's a new interview with special makeups effect creator Tom Savini, and I love Tom Savini. What's really cool about him, Visions of Pixel, he likes to do cameos that like Alfred Hitchcock. He did a cameo in Dawn of the Dead as that like crazy biker guy with like the mustache, and he's like combing his mustache. With that switchblade comb or whatever. He does cameos in every single one of his videos. So he made a cameo. Tom Savini does a cameo in here as like a rotting zombie or something. But he even said in an interview one time I watched it on YouTube, he's like, oh yeah, he goes, when I can slip myself into a movie as a character, I do. He goes, but mainly I work behind the scenes and do all the special effects. But he goes, every once in a while the director will let me have like a cameo in the movie, which is fucking awesome. Where else did I live? Restoration of Creepshow commentary. So original old commentary and new commentary. So they restored the old commentary because this movie's so fucking old. Um, then Horror's Hollow Grounds, a look at the original movie locations, deleted scenes, theatrical trailer, I'm sorry, the original trailer, and then the original 1980s television spots, radio spots, still galleries, and much, much more. So over a 98 minutes of bonus features. So I may watch all those bonus features even before the movie. So yeah, because I've seen bits and pieces. This is my favorite scene. If you guys have watched the film, remember that scene, Visions and Pixel, the guys that get buried in the beach. I've seen that whole scene where that couple has an affair, um, and that old guy finds out that his wife had an affair with that young guy, and he owns that beach. So he goes, oh, what, you're gonna have an affair? Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna bury your head in the sand and let the tide drown you. So he kills her first. Then he like goes to that guy's apartment and says, if you don't come with me, I'm gonna kill you with this gun. And he's like, okay, Richard, I'll come. Buries him in the sand. He thinks he gets away with like the perfect murder, right? So then he's taking a shower like in his mansion. All of a sudden he hears like this creepy noise, and the two wet like zombies full of like algae, which is the guy and the girl. So they've got algae all over them. They're dead. They're like decomposing. They're like rotting. He hears them open the door and come up the stairs, and he's like, "What the hell?" He's like, "I killed you guys." He tries to shoot them like 4 or 5 times, and they're like, and then the zombie speaking says, "You can't kill us, Richard. We're already dead. We want you." And then it ends with him buried in the sand, and then those two zombies saying, "You're gonna have to hold your breath like we did." And then it ends with like the tide like hitting him in the face. That's some creepy shit. So that's the only scene that I've seen all the way through. But all these other ones, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to watch. So there's the scene I saw, like Leslie Nielsen. That's the one. I think that's how you say his name, Leslie. He that's the first time he played like a serious, like scary role. Normally, Leslie Nielsen is that guy out of like all those Naked Gun and a Half like parody movies. So that's the first time where he actually played like a bad guy and like a scary guy. So yeah. So I thought we'd start things off with a bang. So I found that one. So that one's off the list, Pixel and Visions. So yeah. All right. So here we go. What about Tales from the Hood? I've never heard of that, Pixel. So I'll have to look into that. What about Tales from the Hood? I've never even heard of that one. Is that a thing? I think you said it wrong. I've heard of Tales from the Crypt, Pixel, but I don't think there's a Tales from the Hood. I think you're joking around. Pixel says George who? It's George. I don't know how you pronounce his last. It's the guy that made all those zombie movies. George Moreno? I think that's how you say his name. I don't really know how to pronounce his last name. It's the zombie. It's the zombie guy, Pixel. The guy that made Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, that guy. So yeah. Let's see. Do you think Alfred Hitchcock uh, got the idea to do cameos from Randy? He may have, Triple. He may have. Let's see. It probably looks like it to the water place too. I don't know. You should get a St. Louis Cardinals mug. Actually, Larry, I got something better. Yesterday, I bought two. I bought a St. Louis Cardinals shirt. I bought a Missouri shirt, and then I bought a St. Louis Blues shirt. That was yesterday. So yeah, uh, I remember watching these movies on their original release. Well, Larry, I wanted to get Creep Show 2 because the only scene I've seen is this one where the guy has his head buried in the sand. But I can't wait to see these other ones. Like this guy looks like a werewolf. This guy looks like a zombie with a red tie. I can't wait to watch that one. A zombie with a red tie. I've never seen that one. And then this is Stephen King with like this green algae fungus like growing on him. I don't know what that's all about, but I can't wait to see that. So there we are. Can't wait to watch this. Let's see. Let's see. Pixel says no. There is a Tales from the Hood. It's an urban version of Creepshow. Oh, really? I've never heard of it, Pixel. I'll have to check that out. Tales from the Hood. All right. I'll check it out, buddy. I thought you were jerking my chain, Pixel. I thought you were joking around because it sounds like something made up. Tales from the Hood, man. I said, is he joking around about Tales from the Crypt? If it's a real thing, Pixel, I'll check it out. Tales from the Hood was in 1995. Okay, so it's not that old. All right, Pixel, I got this especially for you. Well, I didn't get it especially for you, Pixel. I also like I also like Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Here's the next gem: the epic journey of Dwayne the Rock Johnson. So yeah, so it's got like the best of the best vision. It's got like the best of his. It's got the best of like his wrestling match. It says finally the Rock has came back to WWE. Relive the Rock's tale from beginning to end. Check out the Rock's exclusive, epic, legendary wrestling matches. Uh, and it even has footage of him like at the University of Miami and all that, like when he was like a football player. It says just some of his wrestling matches on this disc are The Rock challenges John Cena to a wrestling match, The Rock's birthday celebration match, Never Before, Never Ever match, the Survivor match, Dwayne The Rock Johnson versus Vince McMahon. So it's got a lot of like the best of his matches, uh, Pixel. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna get this. So it's like basically like the epic journey, the best of the best of all of his matches on one Blu-ray, and I was like, "Oh, that's sweet." Okay, here we go. Now, Pixel Visions. Let me know if you've ever seen this one. I've never heard of this one, but the manager was like, "Fears, you like John Carpenter, right?" I said, "Oh, I said I love John Carpenter," and he's like, "Have you ever heard of this movie called Prince of Darkness?" Never. I've never heard of it. And he goes, "Oh, Fears, you need to get it." And I said, "Is it that epic?" And he goes, Fears. He goes, do you like John Carpenter's The Thing and They Live and like Halloween and shit? I said, oh yeah. I said, I've got all those. And he goes, trust me. He goes, if you like those, you'll like Prince of Darkness. And I went, all right, buddy. I said, I'll give it a go. So I got, by this guy's referral, Prince of Darkness. And John Carpenter made this. So I've never heard of it. I took the guy's word. So we'll see. So Prince of Darkness. Plus the cover art was a rockin'. He said it's like this like chemical gets unleashed and these scientists like accidentally like unleash this chemical and they're working on this chemical and this chemical turns like this entire graveyard into zombies and the zombies try to like break into like this church and Donald Pleasance is like the pastor at this church and they just start going like fucking nuts. Like all these zombies are trying to break into the church and they're eating people and things are going ballistic. And I was like, oh, I said, I love zombies. He's like, oh, Fears, if you love zombies, go get it. So yeah, Prince of Darkness is pretty good. There's a cool scene that I really like. Okay, cool, Pixel. Don't say anything because I've never seen it, so I can't wait to watch it. All right, so here comes the next one. Pixel. So I kid you not, right when I found this one, Pixel, right next to it was another one of Fears' favorites. Because you guys know Fears' favorite people in wrestling are The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Shane McMahon. I always thought he was hilarious. And then Vince McMahon. I like Shane. Shane's Vince McMahon's son. And then Vince McMahon is like pretty much, I kid you not, Pixel, like the boss from hell in the WWE corporation. So the minute I found this, right next to it, Pixel, was this. This is like the best Vince McMahon matches. It says relive um, the worst and most villainous boss in WWE history. He said over 4.5 hours of Vince McMahon terrorizing people in matches such as Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Vince, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Vince Part Two. Stone Cold terrorizes Vince at the end of a match limo scene. Triple H versus Vince McMahon, Shane McMahon versus Vince, Ric Flair versus Vince, Hulk Hogan versus Vince, Stephanie McMahon versus Vince, Undertaker, Mankind, and um, The Rock and Vince in a cage match. So I can't wait to watch it. So it's like I guess it's like the best of the best like matches. So I can't wait for that one, buddy. So yeah. So yeah. So I knew you would love those. Okay. Now, if you guys remember, I love Tales from the Crypt. So I found this one on my own, Visions and Pixel. I remember how I said I've never seen, never heard of Bordilla of Blood, and I bought it, and I loved it, and it was freaking hilarious. I've heard of Demon Knight, but I don't own it until now. Fears finally found it. I got some Demon Knight, so I found some good gems. Demon Knight. So far, I've gotten some pretty good gems, Visions. All right, here we go. Next one. I've been wanting to watch this for a long time. I finally have Steven Spielberg's very first film ever. Pixel Visions, have you ever seen this one? I finally found it on Blu-ray. It's his first film ever. Duel. Finally, I've got Duel. It says, relive this epic tale in Steven Spielberg's first full feature, full length film. Duel is about a traveling salesman getting harassed by a menacing 40-ton truck on a remote desert road with a psycho truck driver behind the wheel. Brilliant in its simplicity, this cult favorite classic takes road rage to a dangerous level as the traveler and the mysterious truck driver are pitted against one another in this motorized duel to the death. Gripping with psychological tension and fear, this desperate battle of survival is hailed by critics as a film favorite that belongs in the classic shelf of any movie collector. Oh, shit. Yes. Oh my god. And it's got tons of bonus features. Bonus features: a conversation with Steven Spielberg, conversations with the actors, Steven Spielberg, the writing of Duel, photograph, poster gallery, theatrical trailer, blooper reel. So nice. Oh yeah. So yeah. Larry says, Fears, you kind of remind me of Roddy Piper from WWF. Why is that? Why is that, Larry? I'm just curious. Wasn't Roddy Piper? He was in They Live, right? Yeah, yeah. He was in. Well, you know what? I'll take that as a compliment, Larry, because I loved Roddy Piper in They Live. He was an awesome actor in that. So, oh yeah, cannot wait to watch Steven Spielberg's first film because I'm a big fan of Steven Spielberg. So, and I've seen bits and pieces of this movie, but I've never seen it all the way through. So I cannot wait to watch this movie. All right, here we go. Now, this one is not a horror movie. This one's not a horror movie, but I remember me and my mom and my dad sat down and watched this before my dad died. And it's a really good movie, and it's based on a true story. And you guys know that I love movies based on true stories. If you guys have never seen this, Lee Daniels, The Butler, inspired by the true, real story. So I love Forrest Whitaker. He's a fantastic actor, and this guy was like a butler in the White House for like over 40 years or something. And the guy, the actual butler guy, he retired when he retired right after President Obama got out of office. So right when Obama quit his presidency and Donald Trump took over, that's when that old butler guy retired, and he was like 89 something. He was like 89 or something, so he had been a butler in the White House for like 40 years. And I was like, that is a cool like real life story. I'm like I've already seen it before, but it was like years ago. This movie came out years ago. This movie came out. When did they film this movie? Because me and my dad and my mom watched it before my. Oh yeah, it came out 2014. So it was way before my dad died. Me, my brother, my dad, and my mom watched it, and it's such a good movie. And I was like, I don't have this in my collection. I'm getting it, and I love this true story. So that's pretty cool to be a butler, and not and a famous butler. that must be a good gig, and you got to work in the White House every single day. How cool is that? Let's see here. Because he likes to wear a shirt more like the butler. Oh Lord, don't even go there, Pixel. That's just gross. All right, guys, and then Pixel Visions. You guys have been telling me the last gem, and this is the last gem of the night. Pixel Visions. Before I leave, I may go back to V Stock to find more gems. I haven't decided. I don't know if it's gonna be like a one trip deal because every other trip I've only went to V Stock once. But I'm here for a long trip. I've got 8 more days of this because this is day 3. So I may go back for part 2 of V Stock. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. So the very last gem, I couldn't find it on Blu-ray because it's such an old film, Pixel and Visions. But I know it's probably on Blu-ray on Amazon or eBay or Etsy. I'll find it somewhere. But I said, until I find it, I've been dying to watch this movie. And I thought, all right, I said, I'll just watch it on DVD. And Randall likes this movie. Randall said he's already seen this movie. And I said, all right, Randall, I said, the minute I find it on Blu ray, you can have the DVD version. I finally found it. And I've been searching Pixel and Visions for this one for a long time. Solvent Green. Hopefully I said that right. Soylent Green. Finally. It's like a post-apocalyptic world, kind of like Escape from New York. It says, the year is 2022. People are still the same, but they'll do anything to get what they need. And what they really need is Soylent Green. And it's like this end of the world type of thing. And like people are dying. And it says, let's see here. I'll read it. A cautionary tale action adventure that holds a mirror to tomorrow's rift with an ecological disaster. Working well again in the genre. Action titan Charleston Helston portrays Thorne, a detective prowling around the dank streets of a polluted, overpopulated Big Apple gone rotten in 2022. He's trailing a murderer, and the trial needs a stunning discovery. And then Soylent Green world gains its power not just by its special effects, but from its heart-to-heart human dimension, magnified by this toxic future. Legendary performances by actors, special effects. Um, I guess they put a lot of special effects in it, and they said some of the special effects used in this film was the first ever to be used in a film. So I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. So I'm looking forward to watching it. So yeah, I'm surprised you're not a VHS man. I've got some VHSs, Triple. It just depends on, I mean, now you can't watch VHSs. I collect them because you guys have seen. I've got a couple of VHSs in my home. In Florida. Let's see. Visions and Pixel deserve a commission from V-Stock. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, but see, they're the masters of the horror and like 70s, 80s, 9 gems. I would say Visions is like the horror master first, then Pixel, and then me. Whatever I can't find, I'm like Pixel, Visions. Give me some gems. Give me some gems that I haven't seen yet. So I'm telling you, Pixel, the minute I get this Soylent Green on Blu-ray, I'm gonna give Randall the DVD version. But I couldn't wait anymore. I was like, and it was a good deal. Look, it was only $7. So it was $8 with tax because it's $7.99. But I was like, dude, I gotta get this. I can't wait anymore. I'm gonna watch this the minute I get home. So I'm like, I can't. I'm like, until I get it on Blu-ray, I'm like, I can't wait anymore. so yeah, so yeah, and it's got a lot of special features: audio commentary by actors and director, vintage documentary, a look at the future world of Soylent Green, MGM's tribute to uh, Edward Robinson's 101 film. I guess this was his 101th film that he's made. So the director has made over 101 films, and movie commentary by by screenwriter and special effect makeup artist. So there's two commentaries. There's audio commentary by the director and cast, and then there's audio commentary by special makeup effects artist and screenwriter. So can't wait to watch this. So those are all the gems um, um, from B Stock. So I did pretty good. All right, Visions, Pixel. I gotta ask you guys, since you guys are my friends, my buddies, and you guys are the horror masters, what was the best gem of the day? What was the best gem from Slackers? Was it this? Was it this? Was it this or this? So tell me what was the best gem out of that, and then what was the best gem out of V Stock? Let me know, guys. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, and then I've got to go because it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm tired. And I'm celebrating the 4th of July tomorrow with my brother, my mom, Enzo, my brother's wife, and then my uncle Jimmy's gonna come over, and I believe Grandma Fears is coming over tomorrow. So we're gonna have the 4th of July. My mom's gonna make her legendary pot roast dinner. Oh my God, it's so good. Pot roast, beef pot roast, mashed potatoes, her Yorkshire puddings. Her roast is so tender. Oh my God, it's so good. Cooked vegetables, the ones that I actually like. Corn, mashed potatoes, and gravy. Oh, it's going to be so good. I love my mom's cooking, especially her pot roast. Her pot roast is legendary. Oh, yeah. You should see how many hot dogs you can eat tomorrow. Oh, Lord. Triple, listen, you want that guy to win that contest. Let that guy do that. Because I would love to see how many hot dogs that guy can actually eat. So yeah. So yeah. Yeah, but tell that guy he should like load up on those hot dogs. Yeah. All right. So what do you guys think the best gem of the night was? Put it in the chat before I go. So Pixel Visions, what do you think? Do you think do you think the best gems were from these? Or do you guys think the best gems were from this pile? What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know, because I think, my personal opinion, I think the best gem, at least out of V stock, was this Silent Green and Creep Show. And then probably the best gem out of these was probably Camp Nowhere, because I haven't seen that. I didn't even know that it was on Blu-ray. So that's my picks. Um, let's see. I just watched Soylent Green last night and I liked it, so I would say that. Okay, cool, Triple. Larry says The Wiz, and then Vision says Big Pile number one. Okay, so you think the best gems were from these. All right, Visions. Out of these, read these. Which one do you think is the best gem out of this big pile? Which one? What do you think, buddy? To me, in this pile, I think the best two were Soylent Green and Creep Show, and probably if I had to pick a third one, The Duel. And then out of this one was probably Camp Nowhere, because I haven't seen that since I was like 10 years old. So yeah, because it's like a total not either 10 or 11. It's a old. I think they made that movie in like 1990, 1991. It's an old one, dude. Hell yeah, Visions, Creep Show. Yeah. You can't kill us, Richard. We're already dead. And then he shoots the guy like in the head, and then he shoots that one girl like on the arm. Of course you can't kill them. They're rotting zombie with algae and seaweed all over them. They died in the ocean, you idiot. Then at the end, he's like, I can hold my breath. I can hold my breath. ah, and he's going fucking ballistic, and then it ends with the fucking water, the seawater, like going into his mouth and like up his nose and shit. And I'm like, no, you can't, Leslie Nielsen. You're not gonna be able to hold your breath. You're like in the sand. Water's gonna kill you. You're a moron. So yeah, there it is. I can't wait to see. That's the only scene I've ever seen out of it. I cannot wait to watch the whole thing, watch all the bonus features, review it for you guys. Hell yeah, Visions, Creepshow. And then the minute I can find Creepshow 2 online, because the guy was like, Fears, I know we have Creepshow 1 in. The manager that subscribed to my channel, he goes, you may want to try vstock.com. He's like, when you get home, write in Creepshow 2 and see if it pops up. He goes, if not, he goes, you always go to FYE down in Florida. I said, oh yeah. I said, you've seen those videos? He goes, oh yeah. He goes, you found some good gems at FYE. I said, dude, I always find good gems at FYE. He goes, go to FYE and ask them if they have Creepshow 2 or go to their website. So that's the first two websites I want to try Visions when I get home. vstock.com, and then if I can't find it there, I'm going to do fye.com. And if I can't find it there, then I know for a fact you can get it on Amazon. So yeah. Larry says, to be honest, they were all good. Yep, they were all pretty good winners. But I got to agree with Visions. In this big pile, Soylent Green, because I've been dying to watch that, and then Creepshow, and then like I said, I haven't seen Camp Nowhere since I was like 11 or 12 years old. Well, anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I know you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for all the likes. We got 5 likes on this stream. Thanks for everybody contributing in the chat. Uh, Thank you for always you guys always hanging out. I always love hanging out with you guys. You guys are the best fans in the world. You guys are awesome. I'm honored to be your guys' friend and fan. I'm a fan of you guys, you know what I'm saying? And I love that you guys are my fans and my friends. So I can't thank you guys enough for all the love, the prayers, the blessings, the support, the love, everything you guys give me. I really appreciate it. And happy 4th of July, everybody, because technically it's 2 in the morning, so happy 4th of July. After I celebrate the 4th of July with my family, I'm going to be doing it'll probably be late, but I'll do a 4th of July stream with you guys tomorrow after I hang out with my family. Thanks for the 6th like. I really appreciate that. But anyway, time for some shoutouts, and then Fears has got to go to Betty Buys because I'm getting old and I'm boring and I need a good napo. A good napo. Anyway, I'm taking off, but don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26 and Fears Vlogs. Follow me on TikTok because we're so close to getting me to 9,000. I would really appreciate that. Follow my buddy Triple for those epic holiday trees. He just goes nuts over those holiday trees. Check out my friend Yakovich on Spotify. Yakovich, however the hell you say his name. Follow my buddy Pixel, Lord of those pylons. It's just pylon after pylon after fucking pylon at Pixel Protocol on YouTube. Follow my buddy Randy at Cameo Man 2021. Follow Fears Man 26 and Fears Vlogs. And last, but certainly not least, my buddy, my pal, the master of horror, the king of the goths, the master of disaster, Visions, Lord Visions. If you guys want this epic shirt of like Tar Man just going like that, go to www.exhumvisions.com. Do it right now. Buy some cool shit. Why? Because Visions is a cool guy, and he's my buddy, he's my pal, and he's all of your guys' buddies and pals. So, hell yeah. So, peace, deuce, love you guys. Get ready for an epic vlog when I get home. This vlog is going to be like the vlog of all vlogs, and I kid you guys not, you guys are going to laugh your asses off when you see how I started this Missouri vlog. When you guys see this Missouri vlog, the start of it, I kid you not, you guys think I'm kidding. Pixel, Visions, you guys know I'm not kidding when it comes to this. When you guys see the start of, not my dad's tribute video, that's a whole other video. When you guys see the start of the Missouri 2023 vlog, you're going to be laughing your ass off. You're going to be thinking, Fears, why in the hell did you start the vlog like that? I mainly did it to make you guys lose your minds and laugh. You guys are going to be laughing hysterically when you guys see what I did. It's gonna be nuts. I can't say anything else because it'll ruin it. You guys are gonna love it. I thought of it at the very last waking moment. I was like, you know what? I wonder if I should start the vlog with this. And I went, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I'm like, either they're gonna love it or they're gonna hate it. And I was like, but if I don't do it, I'm like, they'll be like, Fierce, why didn't you do that? So I hope you guys like the start of this vlog. It's gonna be epic. Anyway, Vision says, thanks, Fears. Have a good fourth. You have a good fourth, too, Visions. And everybody else have a good fourth, too. And I really appreciate the support, Visions. And I appreciate the friendship and all your advice, Visions, and the prayers and the blessings and everything that you, Visions, and everybody else gives me. And shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys are awesome. But Fears has been filming away. And oh boy, I got some gems coming for this vlog. So not only have I got some gems coming for the vlog, but Fears found a lot of gems today. So I got a lot of movie watching to do when I get home. But what else is new? Because whenever I get home, I've got freaking the rest of MASH and Sequest and all that other bullshit on my on the side of my TV and all that bullshit behind me, you know, on the television rack. It's endless. Anyway, I'm taking off, but Fears loves you. Fears cares about you guys. I'm signing off. Peace.